hear this song so much in this gym.
All right, the time has arrived. Championship days. For the game round 20, it'll be West Ranch past Modern Day. Hey, West Ranch is still undefeated.
Are you on this broadcast or what?
Yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to the Mission for Christmas Classic Championship game. This matchup is between the visiting Bishop Montgomery Knights from Newport Beach, California, and the home team, St. Joseph Knights from Santa Maria, California. And now, here are your starting lineups. For the Bishop Montgomery Knights, wearing number 3, playing guard, Christian Jones. Wearing number 10, playing guard, Kelsey Phipps. Wearing number 11, playing guard, Ryan Yamaguchi. Wearing number 13, playing guard, Will Smith. Wearing number 24, playing forward, Xavier Edmonds. They're led by Coach Don Mitchell and assistant coaches Chris Madigan and Alvin Dunn. And now the St. Joseph Knights. Wearing number 1, playing guard, Julius Price. Wearing number 35, playing center, Caden Hamilton. Wearing number 2, playing guard, Luis Marin. Wearing number 24, playing forward, Tunde Yesafu. Wearing number 3, playing guard, Will Kirkendall. They're led by Coach Tom Mott, assistant coaches Elliot Davis, Garrett Wood, and James Jones. Our officials are Simone Cormier, Mark DiBernardi, and Mike Perez.
Welcome to Mission Prep Basketball on Prep Sports Network. It is time for not Mission Prep Basketball. I'm so used to saying that. Joining me tonight for this championship broadcast at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic is Paul Hernandez from 661 Hoops. And he's gonna give us his insight as we call this game between the St. Joseph Knights and the Bishop Montgomery Knights. The clear winner is going to be the Knights for sure.
Yes, we know that'll be the outcome. It's a really good matchup between Cal High's number 5 team in Bishop Montgomery and number 12 St. Joe's in the state. So this is a big-time heavyweight matchup early on in the season in California, which is good to see.
The Knights beat up on St. Joseph to get here, or the Bishop Montgomery beat up on St. Joseph, that is. St. Joseph beat up on Rancho Verde. As Phipps drives in for the first bucket of the night. We'll see how the St. Joseph Knights react to being down in this game early. The big sophomore, Tunde Yesafu, better just known as Tunde. And the steal from Kelsey Phipps, the backdoor pick against Hamilton. And the foul called on Will Smith.
Montgomery's got a pretty veteran squad, too. I think everybody on the court right now is a senior, pretty big, solid squad. So this will be a good matchup with St. Joe's.
And Will Smith, our defending MVP. Odds are the MVP comes from one of these two squads. I don't see it any other way at this point. Hamilton swatted underneath. Edmonds getting the swat. Edmonds, who I first identified as Brenner last night. And the jump shot from Kelsey, no good, as he's fouled in the process. Julius Price picks up his first foul. First foul for the Royals, or for the Mustangs. Wow, I'm still in the last game here. Let me correct that. For the St. Joseph Knights. Kelsey Phipps growing the lead out slowly for Bishop Montgomery. Phipps with 4 tonight.
It's interesting to see how St. Joe's responds. The only other team they've played of this kind of caliber would be Sierra Canyon about a week ago or so, and they fell down big in the second quarter of that game. And then fought back. So this is another good challenge to see. They can't get in the hole early.
Edmonds with the rebound for Bishop Montgomery, pushing in on Hamilton. Ball knocked back out, and a big block, and the stare down from Will Kirkendall. It wasn't Sierra Canyon just after that St. Joe game on ESPN? Wasn't that a ESPN like plus game?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, it was. It was because there was a big line to get in and all that. So actually, no, that was the one after that. There was a big ESPN game was where Sierra Canyon played the team with Christ the King from New York with Carmelo Anthony's son.
And the missed shot by the Bishop Montgomery Knights. Couldn't go wrong if I could just call them the Knights, but Bishop Montgomery with the missed shot. The Knights of St. Joseph trying to do some magic here. Hamilton getting mugged underneath, but the jump ball is called before the foul. This is for all the marbles tonight. Both teams 3-0 in the bracket. It doesn't get any better than this. And St. Joseph still scoreless as the ball goes off the fingertips of Tunde. Discussions underneath.
Louis, option. 2, you're up.
Still awaiting the inbounds. St. Joseph ball here at Mission Prep Christmas Classic. Tunde's shot, no good. Rebounded by Bishop Montgomery. Will Smith pulls up a jump shot, no good from the left side. And Smith called for the hold. And things get intense here early. Will Smith's second foul. Second team foul for Bishop Montgomery. Will Brenner checking in for Smith. 5:30 on the clock. St. Joseph still scoreless. Kirkendall pass inside, back out now to Tunde. Pass into the corner, shot up. Ricocheting out from three-point land for Luis Marin. Correction on the pronunciation, Luis Marin. Phipps guarded by Tunde. Pass inside to Edmonds, guarded by Hamilton. Ball off of Edmonds' foot. And Xavier Edmonds tripped up, losing control. St. Joseph ball here at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic.
It'll be interesting to see how Bishop Montgomery manufactures points with Smith on the bench with 2 fouls.
And a missed three-pointer for Julius Price. Kirkendall three-pointer, that one misses. Saved by Hamilton, collected by Tunde. Fresh shot clock. And Hamilton tied up underneath with a number of Bishop Montgomery Knights. As Cormier checks in for Yamaguchi. .4:15 on the game clock here in the first frame. Pass knocked away by Hamilton. Marin takes it, and it's passed to Price off target into the scorer's table. Bishop Montgomery ball, 4:02. Our scores from yesterday's matchups: St. Joseph 62, Rancho Verde 44. Missed shot coming by way of Bishop Montgomery, who scored 54 yesterday against Mission Preps 40. Both teams advancing to the championship game. Trying to play for all the marbles. We'll either crown a new hungry champion, and the missed dunk for Jones. These teams cannot buy buckets if they needed to.
1-footer, it was nice.
.6-0, low scoring affair here in the first quarter. Tunde looks for his three-pointer. That one sails wide right, catching nothing but a drift of the net. Maybe a scent of the net, but did not touch the net. 3:03. And getting a little anxious to join the action is Bear. Another missed shot by Bishop Montgomery. Tunde loses control. Abdul Bear checking in for Will Kirkendall. I know Bear's only a freshman, but he's got to learn. He has to be called into the game. He almost caused a penalty there for Coach.
It was that hockey sub we were talking about last night.
Yeah.
The hockey rotations.
He's like, oh, we're under play. I can just sub in, right? St. Joseph still scoreless. Marin missing the shot from the left corner. Tom Mott was able to get him off the court before anything ever happened. That would have given the St. Joseph a 6-5 advantage.
Yeah, they could probably use it right this moment.
They could. And Kelsey Phipps leading the charge tonight for the Bishop Montgomery Knights. 8 points on the board, 6 for Phipps. 2 from the free throw line. Morin moving it around. Step inside, called for the travel. Looks like he got pulled up a little lame there in the lower abdomen. .153 on the clock. We're in the first quarter. 2 team fouls for Bishop Montgomery, 1 for St. Joseph. And Phipps again to the rim. He's going to the line to shoot 1.
I think that answers the question about Smith being on the bench with foul trouble. Who would pick up the slack on the perimeter?
And Phipps with 8 points now. As Hamilton checking in for Tom Mott and the Knights, as well as Kirkendall. As Diesel Lowe goes to the bench. On the court for St. Joseph is Tunde, Price, Marin, Hamilton, and Kirkendall. Corner shot, still no good. 11 points for the Bishop Montgomery Knights. St. Joseph Knights still with that goose egg. They can't figure out how to crack it yet. Might be harder than a goose egg. It might be a dinosaur egg at this point. As Edmonds gets his second points of the night. Total of 4 for Edmonds. The lead continues to grow in what is turning to be a shutout quarter for St. Joseph.
St. Joe's is relying a lot on perimeter shots right now, getting nothing around the basket either.
They're almost getting anxious to get back into this one. And contact underneath. Going to send Christian Jones to the line to shoot 2. Kirkendall with the foul. That's second team foul for St. Joseph. Playing from behind, under pressure, are these St. Joseph Knights of Santa Maria, playing out of the Mountain League, defending Mountain League champs. Shot underneath, up and good for Will Brenner. 15-0 is our score. Hamilton takes the pass from Tunde, and it's picked off by Edmonds. Edmonds passes forward. That shot is rejected off of the glass. Dennis Wood not able to complete the bucket. Julius Price, three-pointer goes wide left, hit in the side of the rim. Shot clock goes dark on the rebound by Hamilton. Baseline drive for Marin. And the hold by Edmonds. Third team foul. Each team now with 3 team fouls.
If you look at the schedule for both teams too, and who they've played already this year, that's why I thought this would be an interesting game for St. Joseph's, because they came into this event 4 games. I think they only played one really good game against a good opponent, which was Sierra Canyon. Whereas Bishop Montgomery's 11 games in. They've played Village Christian, which is a really good squad.
Tunde can't get the three-pointer to drop at the buzzer. And that is the end of the first quarter. Our score 15-8. Excuse me, 15-0 with 8 on the clock for the second quarter. Continue as you were saying about the matchups when you get a moment there. I'll fill in. Meanwhile, our scoring at the break, 15-0. The St. Joseph Knights trying to fill in that goose egg, which is turning into a hard crustacean of a mountain, which we'll call a dinosaur egg at this point. But Kelsey Phipps leading the way for the Bishop Montgomery Knights, 9 points. Xavier Edmonds has 4, and Will Brenner with 3, total of 15. And on the other side of the court, we don't have any points for St. Joseph, not for the lack of trying, working from the outside.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure a way to get some more production, more ball movement, more player movement. Right now it's one pass, kick, and a 3, or a deep perimeter shot, and that's not falling right now. They've got to figure out something around the basket. Curious to see how they handle this adversity. Again, they were down, I think, 34-16 in the second quarter, early third quarter against Sierra Canyon, and made a really good comeback. I think we both know they got the firepower to do it. It's just a matter of getting that guy going.
And the bucket drops for Tunde as he collects the foul. As you say, get that fire going under Tunde. He does just that. As Edmonds goes to the bench for Brenner, Yamaguchi collects the foul. I always like to think about transitive properties when you think about teams, as Tunde makes the bucket there. And if we just want to look at one quarter, but transitive properties, I think the Knights can beat the St. Joseph, or the Royals could beat the St. Joseph Knights. As Phipps goes to the rim, no good. Because the Royals scored 1 point in the first quarter against Bishop Montgomery, 16-1. So, just saying, it's more of a joke, but you get what I'm saying here.
I do think, I agree with you though. I do think it'll be a little bit more competitive this year. I liked what I saw from Mission Prep last night. I think it was really impressive. Obviously, they have that guy in Jamar Howard who can just fill up a scoreboard real quick. Unfortunately, tonight he was in foul trouble and didn't get a ton of run on the court. Still managed 12 points, but going for 30 plus the first 3 games of this event. I think this is going to be an interesting matchup for that league.
Yeah, it's gonna. We're seeing some of the heavy hitters in the Mountain League in this tournament, being the Mission Prep Royals and the St. Joseph Knights. I would say strong-handedly that the Knights are the heavy front runner to win the Mountain League again this year. And then you have the likes of Cabrillo, Arroyo Grande, and Mission Prep, in that pack chasing St. Joseph for that range.
Well, I think if you talk to most people in the central section, they feel it's St. Joseph's to lose this year, the section overall. I think everyone that I've talked to, Paul Meters from the Clovis area, obviously Pag Meter from the Fresno area, everyone seems to feel like it's gonna be a walkthrough for St. Joe's. But again, what we saw from Mission Prep last night was impressive over the course of this event. Clovis North continues to impress with a huge win today over Cal High Sports, number 18 in the state, Salesian Prep. That's a really big win. They beat Dublin, which was at the time I think 15 or 16 in the state. So they've got some really big wins with Clovis North, and then Clovis West too. So I think this section will be a little bit more competitive after seeing St. Joe's a couple times this week than most people thought.
And Will Smith ties up with Tunde underneath the basket, and that's 3 for Will Smith. He's in foul trouble, and that's going to see him probably go to the bench right now because they're going to need him late if they want to capitalize on this, and that's exactly what Doug Mitchell does, sending Will Smith to the bench in exchange for Will Brenner.
And didn't even realize that St. Joe's is already in the bonus.
Yeah, the single bonus, the 1-and-1. So Tunde gets a second shot here. And Tunde is going to lift this team up on his back like the superhero he can be at times, flying through the air. Tunde 3 for 4 at the line. Tunde, the winner of the Mission Prep dunk contest this year. Caden Hamilton called for the foul there on Xavier Edmond. And 2 minutes and 2 seconds gone by for the Bishop Montgomery Knights to score in this quarter off a free throw by the 6'8" forward, more like a center in this setup. And he makes both of them. I think Shaquille O'Neal can take some shooting lessons from this guy.
Edwards is good. I like his game. But like you said, he's more of a forward. Pretty versatile player, actually. Plays pretty well on the perimeter. He's got a decent shot.
Kirkendall goes for the alley-oop. Slam dunk. And the technical foul. He slapped the glass.
They have been tech happy these last couple games.
That's a technical, though. I agree with that call. After dunking, he slapped the backboard. The crowd can dislike it all they want. You can hear them booing. But if not a technical, a strong warning issue. I think that was a good call by the officials on this one. Not all technicals agreed with, as Kelsey Phipps at the line to shoot. And Phipps 1 for 2 on his trip on the technicals. And our score is 18-9 following the dunk by Tunde. Tunde with 9 points, all 9 for the must up. I'll butcher this all night long. Let's go for the St. Joseph Knights. And Xavier Edmonds spins into the lane, goes to the rim, gets the bucket. Bishop Montgomery leads St. Joseph 20-9. Hamilton kicks it to the corner. Marin. And another whistle. A holding call on Brenner. And we're going to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Caden Hamilton at the line for the bucket. Winner takes all here. Hamilton is the second St. Joseph Knight to score. And I think we're finally seeing the Knights settle down in this quarter, playing the Knights game, not trying to play Bishop Montgomery's game.
Exactly. That's right on point. And the thing, too, that'll keep them in this game is, as good as Bishop Montgomery is, they're not a lethal three-point or perimeter shooting team. They get a lot of their buckets around the basket, mid-range. They're physical. So because of the lack of perimeter shooting, if St. Joe's can kind of get on a go here, and get themselves a couple easy buckets, they can get back in this thing pretty quickly. Which I think both of us had hoped for since we've been here all day long. Like to have a good championship game.
Mike Wozniak coming by saying hi at the table. Trying to take my Santa hat from me. Turnover to Edmonds, passes forward to Phipps. Phipps lays it in off the window. And Phipps with 12 points tonight for his squad.
It's a nice pass by Edmonds, too. Like you said, big man on the run. I like that.
And Moran finally drops that three-pointer the Knights have been looking for all night long. And I think the proper song for that one is from Downtown, because they've been looking for it all night long, and they finally found that range. They must have had the radar broken in the first half. Tapping on their compass. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is.
Based on that first half score, there was a lot broken.
22-14. 4:27 on the clock here in the second quarter. 9 team fouls for Bishop Montgomery, 5 for St. Joseph. Tunde Yusufu with a technical foul. Following a dunk and the slap of the backboard. As coaches have been saying all day, this isn't the NBA. And I think we need to tell Tunde this isn't the NBA.
It's not the league yet.
This ain't the G League either. This is high school basketball at the Christmas and Prep Christmas Classic. 4:18 on the clock, and we're running towards halftime. 22-14 our score. Bishop Montgomery leads St. Joseph into the corner. Brenner back up top, moving it to Phipps. Brenner into the corner to Edmonds inside. Edmonds spins on Hamilton and puts it up and in.
That's a pretty move. Great footwork.
Shot off the side of the iron, no good for Marin. And I think that footwork and everything just comes down to, I hate to say it, but kind of the size. I feel like Edmonds is a little bit leaner, a little bit quicker than Hamilton in the paint.
Definitely. Also, he's played a lot of high caliber basketball. Plays club basketball with Compton Magic on the Adidas circuit. Compton Magic is one of those notorious one of the top club teams in the nation. So to get a roster spot with them, that means you got game.
And Brenner collides with Tunde, landing on Tunde's lap as they both hit the floor. And Brenner collects his third foul.
Overload.
That's so Bishop Montgomery with a couple guys in foul trouble now. Will Smith and Wilt Brenner. Will squared with 3 fouls each. And Tunde called for the foul. Getting the charge as Edmonds planted his feet. Ryder Cormier checks in for Bishop Montgomery. 10-point lead for Bishop Montgomery here. Phipps throws the ball out of bounds, losing control of it. St. Joseph ball, 1 minute gone, past the 3-minute mark. 1 second gone, excuse me, past the 3-minute mark. Less than 3 minutes to go here is what I'm trying to tell you in the first half. And Will Kirkendall can't control the pass, coming in hot from Julius Price. And if I could tell you what his lips said, I might get kicked off of YouTube. And the missed shot from Edmonds. And Tunde comes down with it.
St. Joe's really needs to take advantage of this 2.5 minutes being in the double bonus.
Double bonus, 10+ fouls for Bishop Montgomery now, as Kelsey Phipps collects his first. It's their 11th team foul total in the half, as Tunde misses the first. We got 4 Knights in the backcourt, ready for the Hail Mary. Tunde makes a second, 9-point lead. Tunde gets to double digits tonight. Edmonds drives on Hamilton. Knocked away by Tunde on the rebound. But Moran pulls it in. Secures the possession for the St. Joseph Knights. But the turnover by Cormier going the other way. He's going to take it coast to coast. No good, as Edmonds pulls the rebound and goes right back to the rim on Hamilton.
This is a really good matchup to see, because I was very curious to see how Caden would handle someone of his caliber. And seems to be struggling, obviously, with Edmonds.
Hey, you don't get a lot of big men in the Mountain League.
Contrary to the name Mountain League, there's not a lot of big guys. Huh?
Yeah, we're not rolling in giants.
You can say that probably for the whole central section, unfortunately.
Lewis Morin with that 3-pointer, cutting the lead to 8. And Ryan Yamaguchi answers back on the Luis Morin 3-pointer. If what you can do, I can do better. And this championship game is a packed house at Mission College Prep in downtown San Luis Obispo. Standing room only. Tunde 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Christian Jones. And Tunde going up to collect that cross-court pass for the Knights. And Will Kirkendall collects that air ball from Price for the deuce. 9-point lead again. And Phipps answers back, as this has become a back and forth game now. You score, I score. You score, I score. Nobody has the advantage at the moment. as Tunde jumps through the bodies like he's stage diving. And Kirkendall gets plowed over. Double time. Smashing his head, smashing his face, smashing his body. Foul on Laquan Cole. Nope, correction. Diesel Low checks in. Kirkendall makes one of two.
It's a big
17.
last possession.
What do you think Coach Mitchell over there is going to dial up for a squad here?
Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be something, probably involving some ball movement, and then getting either Phipps. I'd like to see Phipps and Edwards in some kind of two-man game. Neither one have been able to be stopped this entire game. And you got Tunde out because of foul trouble, so that takes out a pretty athletic rim protector.
Tunde with 2 fouls in this contest. Our score, 17 seconds left in the half, 31-21. Sounds like a football score at this point. Two-possession game for the St. Joseph Knights in football. Field goal and a two-point conversion would get the score tied up.
The way some of the plays been, it's been football-like, very physical, a lot of on-the-ground bodies piling on top of each other.
10 seconds on the clock now. Jones inside to Edmond. They're calling a jump ball. I thought there was a foul. One of the coaches thought there was a travel. 5.5, it's St. Joseph's ball with a possession arrow. Marin, three-pointer, off target at the buzzer. And at the half, 31-21. We'll be back with second half action in minutes. And I'll fix that scoreboard cam for you. Welcome back to halftime. Our score at the break, 31-21. Quite a shift of momentum in that second quarter for St. Joseph. Allowing 16 to Bishop Montgomery while scoring 21 in the quarter. As Bishop Montgomery put up a goose egg for the Royals in a 15-0 first quarter. Our scoring looks like this at the break. Kelsey Phipps of Bishop Montgomery leads all scorers with 14. Xavier Edmonds with 12. Ryan Yamaguchi with 3. And Will Brenner with 2. A total of 14, or a total of 31 for Bishop Montgomery. For St. Joseph tonight, out of Santa Maria, Tunde Yesufu leads with 10 points. Lewis Marin with 2 threes tonight, 6 points. Will Kirkendall with a field goal and a charity strike shot. And Caden Hamilton with 2 charity strike shots for 2 points. And that brings us to our score of 31-21, a 10-point lead for Bishop Montgomery in this contest. And I don't understand, as our buddy Paul Hernandez jumps back on.
All right, back in the mix.
I don't understand why people walk, in this day and age when somebody walks in front of a camera, they still have to stop and wave. If you want to be on camera, start your own YouTube channel.
Hey,
That's what I did.
We've literally all got cameras on our phones.
Exactly. Wave at your own camera, please.
Yeah. Maybe that's the human instincts.
Maybe their mama's watching. Mama, I'm gonna get on camera tonight. Phipps goes to the lane, misses the shot. Rebounded by Christian Jones. Bishop Montgomery maintains possession here to open the third quarter. Fresh shot clock. Phipps once again in control of the ball. Drives baseline, runs into Kirkendall, called for the charge. And that's going to be a St. Joseph ball.
Maybe that's a discussion Tom had with them at halftime, because they're aggressive attacking the basket. You know, that charge is there to be had. Well, you're good.
Phipps with his first foul. And the pass goes to head coach Tom Mott. I know Tom's pretty good at basketball, but he's not in the lineup tonight.
You might wish you could get me on the court right now.
Yeah. Tunde guarded by a number of Bishop Montgomery players. Swatted was Marin by Jones. Second shot does not come off the fingertips well, hit in the backboard. Rebound to the Knights of Bishop Montgomery. And Tunde with the steal on the pass from Edmonds. It's a one-on-one race. And Tunde gets ran through on his way to the rim. And the official with the call. Xavier Edmonds called for the foul. So
Is that his third?
That is his third. That puts Bishop Montgomery in a peculiar situation. Will Smith with 3. And then the big men, Will Brenner and Xavier Edmonds, each with 3. They go to the bench for another big man, but he doesn't have a lot of experience as a freshman. Eric Gong, 6'7" freshman. As Tunde misses the first. That's their biggest guy besides 6'9" Brenner and 6'8" Edmonds. And they got to deal with a number of big men from St. Joseph as well, including the powerful Tunde Yesufu, who's at the line, attempting his second free throw on the foul by Edmonds. Second one in, 9-point lead for Bishop Montgomery. Tunde with 11. 5 of his points from the charity strike tonight.
St. Joe's got to stop shooting so many threes, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I think a lot of those threes in the first quarter affected them getting that goose egg, that dinosaur egg I speak of. And the putback tip, they gave it to Christian Jones, which is Jones' first points. I thought it was Edmonds with the tip. There were a bunch of bodies underneath.
Jones has got superior athletic bounce. He gets up.
Phipps guarded closely by Price. St. Joseph in their home white unis with Kelly green trim. Bishop Montgomery in road blacks. Contact underneath. Edmonds steps out of bounds.
No foul.
A foul on Edmonds as he tries to work past Hamilton. And that's a rough foul. That's number 4. He goes to the bench in replace of Will Brenner. 6 minutes to go. This place is getting hyped up for the championship matchup at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic. A delayed throwback for Jones. Gives the possession to Bishop Montgomery. Will Smith shot off Carcass side of the iron. We're back in fast transition. St. Joseph, Will Kirkendall to the rim. And Coach Doug Mitchell wants to talk this one over. Not liking what he sees on the court. And he's barking at Yamaguchi.
I'll tell you what, St. Jones has no real excuses in this game. Everything is falling their way as far as to get back in foul trouble for Bishop Montgomery, 3 core players. If they could just start looking to, they just had a really nice little run right there. They need to get in the open court a little bit more.
Yeah, St. Joseph getting the swing of momentum in their side. You can hear the crowd rooting for them. This is definitely a favored St. Joseph crowd. I think all the visiting teams that are still in attendance tonight are rooting for Bishop Montgomery, while the local teams are rooting for the Knights to pull this one out of St. Joseph.
Montgomery does travel well, though. They do a lot of traveling as a program that's become a state household name. They definitely travel fairly well, as we can hear behind us. And heard last night very vividly as well.
Yes, their fans very energetic as Yamaguchi sends away a three-pointer. No good, and Brenner fouled by Hamilton. Hamilton with 2 now. 2 St. Joseph Knights with 2 fouls. Tunde Yesufu and Caden Hamilton. Brenner exchanges with Phipps. Phipps pulls up a shot inside the arc with 3 defenders on him. Misses the shot and stolen by Will Smith. And Smith finally having an impact on the offensive side of the ball after getting into foul trouble early in the first half. The lead is back to 11 as that sails out of bounds. I thought we were going to have a Dennis Rodman moment with Tunde running into the cameraman. But luckily everybody was aware of their surroundings, like Mr. Tightrope last night.
Speaking of, that's who's got the ball right now.
And St. Joseph trying to play a solid defense. Will Smith pulls up at the right elbow, misses his shot. And the rebound to Julius Price and the St. Joseph Knights going back the other way. And the put up for Tunde. Good, and Tunde now with 13 for the Knights.
Can you hear me?
That guy brought you back in.
Okay.
Like I told you, man, you can do multiple jobs while you sit at the table with me. I can control your volume. You're helping out the scorers, trying to make sure everybody's accurate. As Phipps put up the board again. And Phipps is really making a run for MVP if the score stays the way it is. I'm assuming that's what she was coming over asking about, make sure we had some stats about who could be MVP.
Yes, definitely looking at which players are going to be the potential impact guys coming down the stretch here. For St. Joe's, it's kind of a no-brainer right now.
I think it's been a no-brainer all tournament long that it would be Tunde Yesafu if they got this far, and they have gotten this far. And he's coming alive with 15 as we talk about him. And Christian Jones wants in the scoring action. Doesn't want Phipps to have all the fun here. Phipps was 16. So he's battling back and forth. He's going to start battling back and forth with Tunde for the top scorer of this contest. As Tunde passes inside and give Tunde the assist. And a timeout taken by Tom Mott. As we talk about Tunde scoring, he gives up assists as well to the bigger man down low, Caden Hamilton.
Nice little high-low game that they're playing. I like that.
And that 30-second timeout with 2:33 to remain in this. I thought it was St. Joseph. The Knights called the timeout, just so we know.
We definitely know it was the Knights. That is the one thing that makes this game nice, is if you just say the Knights, you can't be wrong.
We cannot be wrong. And I'm looking over there, and this is just a side note. If you look over there where the balloons are on the opposite corner of the court, it looks like they're sitting on a couch, but they're just sitting on benches or chairs. But it kind of looks like a couch with a table behind them.
Did they have that up there for the player that had signed for football?
Yeah, RJ Esmond.
Yes.
They had the balloons over there for him and the table over there for him.
And now it's just good for looks, now it's good for looks.
But RJ going to the University of Nevada to join Carlton Brown from the Mission Prep football program.
Brown was a really good multiple sport athlete too. I remember watching him in basketball a couple years. Him and what was the other kid?
Sonny Berkeley,
yes,
who went to San Jose State to play football, still there.
Those are both really good basketball players too, but obviously football was where it was at.
Travel called on Yamaguchi. And I feel like this game down the stretch is going to benefit the Knights as they're playing offense in front of their bench, allowing Tom Mott to interject easy transitions of plays. Missed shot from the near side, and Hamilton underneath gets swatted hard. And Brenner collects his fourth foul. So what do they do now? They're going to start losing men here, and they got 10 minutes to go in this ball game.
And it's their interior size too. That's the tough part for Bishop Montgomery.
Will Brenner and Xavier Edmonds, both seniors, both with 4 fouls. And as we talked about earlier, the only big man they have left is the 6'7" freshman, Eric Gong.
Well, St. Joe's has been bailing them out, though, by not making a ton of their free throws.
And Caden Hamilton making 1 of 2. 8-point lead. Slimmest the lead has been is 8. And Tunde's about to make it 6 if he can get there. And he jams it in for that dunk. And slowly we're chipping away as Tunde takes the scoring lead away from Kelsey Phipps of Bishop Montgomery. And Phipps answers right back.
On cue. That was on cue. That's an impressive little floater, too.
18 for Phipps.
Give some credit to Will Smith, too, for not picking up that 4th foul and being able to stay in the game. I believe he was last year's MVP, correct?
Will Smith, yes.
Yeah.
And I do apologize. We left the music on from the break. So people are listening to us with the music on. So apologize. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry to ruin your night if the music wasn't great. It's free from YouTube. I don't have to pay copyright infringements for that. Thank you for the alert. I looked down at the chat and I got like 10 messages. Music off, music off. As Marin misses the shot, Hamilton puts it back up.
Hamilton having a much more effective second half with the big guys out in foul trouble.
6 for Hamilton in this. Correction, 7 for Hamilton. The problem is that commercial, the elevator music I play at the halftime, you can't hear in the headphones. So, but I appreciate everybody. Hey, we got to thank you for turning the music off. I'll know not to play that track again. It's 3 hours long.
It's the nice thing about a chat. You get that instant feedback. Not 2 days later.
Caden Hamilton goes to the bench. 33 seconds remain. (42-35) is our score. Inbounds to Jones into the corner. Brenner, the big man with a three-pointer. Always good to see the big man get a three.
Oh, that's huge too.
Back to a 10-point lead. And immediately the Knights of St. Joseph answer back as Luis Marin collects his third tray of the contest. And a big block by Abdul Bar.
Huge.
Shutting down Bishop Montgomery at the end of the third quarter. Our score at the break, 45-38. I'm going to take a quick timeout, catch my breath. There won't be any music, don't worry. We appreciate y'all timing in on the music. I even got a text message from somebody just now about the music. Everybody's hating the music. Welcome to the Mission Prep Christmas Classic Championship game. I'm so sorry, but it's kind of funny to me at this point. And Christian Jones with the dunk. I do appreciate it. You're all your guys' love. I'm having a good time now.
That's the fourth quarter championship game. It's all good times.
Hamilton misses the shot on his way to the rim, gets his putback point. So Hamilton with 9. 7-point lead for Bishop Montgomery. I'm just picturing all the people at home screaming at their TV or their computer, turn off the music, oh my gosh. It's so horrible.
Wow, that's big.
And Brenner, Mr. I'm in foul trouble. Why don't I just put up some points on the board for the team? Help him out that way. Leads back to 10. And if you go look at the the championship board of the Christmas Classic, Bishop Montgomery has won quite a few here.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, actually, coming out of the restroom. You can see they've won quite a bit.
I believe my count was 7.
Yeah, something like, I had about 5 or 6. I didn't count all the way through, though.
That's how many there were.
I'll tell you what, either way how this game shapes up, I think this is a really good game for Caden Hamilton moving forward. I think this is really kind of a game he needed going against some good bigs. This one and the Sierra Canyon game.
Building up some confidence definitely inside as his game has started to expand from the first half to now, and Hamilton now with 11 helping Tunde out in this. And Yamaguchi with 3 extends the lead out to 11, a big double-digit lead now. Hamilton's pass knocked loose. Phipps comes up with it. 1-on-2. Kirkendall trying to get the backdoor steal as Phipps goes to the rim for the layup. Phipps now with 21 tonight. Foul on the play.
Big free throws right here to keep this thing close.
And that foul goes to Christian Jones. Caden Hamilton at the line to shoot 2.
I don't have it in front of me, but St. Joe's at least left 7 or 8 points on missed free throws.
Missing both of them there. 42-55 our score. The lead growing for Bishop Montgomery here in this fourth quarter. Time starting to tick away.
This is similar to what they did to Heritage Christian last year in the championship game. Just kind of wearing them down throughout the course of the game. Real strong physical team. Most of the scouts and hoops people in California would have them as an open division team in the southern section, one of the top 8 teams down there, and competing with the likes of Corona Centennial and Harvard Westlake. West Ranch is having a really good run this year, playing really well at the Tart Classic right now in Vegas. Had a big win tonight against Modern Day of Santa Ana.
A lot of modern days out there.
Oh, there are everywhere.
I'm glad you were able to pick off which one they were from.
Well, they're the really good one.
And Phipps
really, really good if we're talking football.
now with 22. Well, I'm easily confused by some high schools at times. Price,
That's
three-pointer. Nice clean shot for Price. Julian Price on the board. I originally had the Taft team playing in this one. I grabbed the logo for the Wildcats over in the central section.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a big difference.
Those two, the makeup of those two teams is just a little bit different.
And so I quickly had to call an audible. Luis Marin called for the foul. Yeah, but nobody, I'm sending graphs out for proof, and nobody's like, "Hey, that's the wrong logo." Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we're good." And Christian Jones.
What about Christian Jones? He's kind of doing really good.
Yeah, he's got 20.
Jones at the line. Missing the second. Tunde pulls down the rebound. Christian Jones on the board with 7. 59-45 as Phipps has 24 now in this contest. Moran straight away three-pointer. Clean shot, rims off the back of the iron. And Christian Jones with the rebound as Bishop Montgomery slows the tempo down here.
Get through it. Hand. Go.
59-45, 14-point lead for Bishop Montgomery. Julius Price, guarded by Yamaguchi. Pass into the corner, Moran down low to Hamilton. Back out to Price, wide open three-pointer. Can't get to it, but Tunde Yesufu puts the points up. Tunde with 19 now. Going for a rare low-scoring game for Tunde. 3:56 on the board. And the lead is 12 for Bishop Montgomery. Coming out of the timeout, 59-47. Bishop Montgomery with the ball.
St. Joe's needs some stops. That's the point for point won't work at this stage of the game.
I was checking with the St. Joseph official scorekeeper and asked him how many missed free throws tonight for St. Joseph. Total 7.
Yeah.
Which will make this a 5-point game. A nice spin in the lane for Edmonds, but misses the shot.
That's free throws.
And Jones puts Bishop Montgomery in the bonus, allowing the 1-and-1 for St. Joseph. And Christian Jones now with 3 fouls. Christian Jones with 3 fouls, Will Smith with 3 fouls, Will Brenner with 4, and Xavier Edmonds with 4. All for Bishop Montgomery. Tunde gets the first. Tunde with 20 now. Tunde's normally well over 20 by now. So a rare low-scoring game for Tunde. Even though 21 points is a lot.
We've got him with 11 rebounds here as well, too. So putting up a solid double-double, but like you said, scoring-wise, to me, they've just taken way too many threes tonight.
That's the number I want to see, is how many missed three-pointers they have.
Yeah, exactly, because that's that number, and it's leading to a lot of long rebounds that aren't going their way either. So they're not getting any second-chance opportunities. It's one-and-done shots and opportunities.
I saw Tom Mott about ready to dive in front of our announce table here to save the broadcast equipment. That's a trooper.
That came in rhythm. I really like the way they got that one off
Kirkendall
there.
in the corner. Will Kirkendall now with 8 for the Knights. The lead has been cut to 7. And this arena is fired up. It's a full timeout taken by Bishop Montgomery. We got people chiming in about the music that was playing. Now I would like them to chime in where they're from. We'd love to know where you're watching from, where you're listening from, where you're twiddling your thumbs, having a beer, whatever you're doing right now while you're watching this game. If you're not at Coates Court, jump on that chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. This is something that Prep Sports Network plans on doing every year here at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic, bringing you every bit of action from game 1 to game 32, everything in between. This year we included the 3-point contest. We need to refine our broadcast skills for that, but we'll get there. We did the dunk contest. So we're growing, we're expanding. We'll be We got a North Korea volunteer watching, supposedly. If you're watching from North Korea, that's impressive you got YouTube. It's impressive you got internet.
We probably shouldn't say that again on air, so we don't want to put any lives at risk.
So
it's from what I hear, it's pretty authoritative there.
He changed it to South Korea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's better.
Yes.
Oh, he turned that one off. He's no longer from South Korea. He's moving fast.
It's moving throughout the East Asian realm.
Pretty soon he'll be in the Philippines. Well, that looked like that could have been a travel, but only 2 steps taken. No whistle. 2:30 coming up on the game clock. You have a
smart timeout strategy to kind of kill some clock is what it looks like.
The shot resets the shot clock from Edmonds. And Jones comes up with the rebound, the loose ball. Three-pointer off target for Yamaguchi. Pass inside to Tunde.
Wow.
And Tunde gets the bucket, collects the foul, goes to the line for the and one. And half of this arena jumps to their feet, the other half cheering, with a small section wondering what's going on here as Bishop Montgomery almost ready to let this one slip away.
I mean, the body control. That says it all for me. The body control, the up and under to get that to fall. That's pretty impressive.
Kidman, 32, we wish you the best as you recover from prostate cancer surgery.
Definitely. Sending prayers out on that one.
Yes, many blessings that you are here joining us tonight on Prep Source Network presentation of the championship game at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic. As Edmonds loses control of the dribble, out of bounds. Mission Prep Christmas Classic continues to roll on. 1:30 to go, 59-55. St. Joseph trails Bishop Montgomery by 4 into the corner. Kirkendall looking to change that up and cuts the lead to 1. And this place erupts.
We got the game we wanted. It took a while to get there, but we got the game we wanted.
And that is Kirkendall's second 3 of the night. 1 minute to go. And Phipps now with 26, leading all scorers. The lead's 3. And Tom Mott wants to talk this over. Calling his final timeout, the full timeout. And with 50.5 seconds to go, it's a 3-point lead. St. Joseph has 1 timeout remaining. Not calling his final. So St. Joe with 1. Tom Mott with 1 timeout. Doug Mitchell with 2 timeouts. And after 4 days of watching basketball, I think I'm tired of hearing about how bad refs are. Because I hear it at every game, but it's been really repetitive. The refs are always bad. I don't think there is ever going to be a good referee. I think the last good ref we had was Judge Mills Lane.
Yeah, you know, referees don't get a whole lot of love. I will say that. You know, they take a lot of abuse verbally. I actually think this game's been called pretty well, though, to be honest.
.2 seconds to go. Pass into the backcourt to Price. Tunde trying to shake off Jones sends up a three-pointer off the side. And the rebound to Phipps. It's Tunde versus Phipps. And he clears it out to Edmonds. Xavier Edmonds back to Phipps. Unloaded Yamaguchi, and we have a timeout on the court. Tom Mott thought he got a foul there, so luckily it didn't go for a foul. And if you want to watch a championship game, you don't want to watch a blowout.
No,
and
not
I'm
at
glad
all.
didn't go how the first quarter went. Because we'd be sitting here talking about what's happening next week. and nobody wants to talk about next week yet.
Or events that have happened throughout here the last couple days,
Yeah.
you know. Amazing coach commentary from the sidelines, which can be found on Twitter. It was beautiful.
Excellent footwork that I discovered never made it to the highlight reel because the camera was too far in one direction. So the only people, you had to be here to see it.
Had to be here.
Clearing the scoring table with the tightrope walk, jumping over the broadcast table around Coach Terrence Harris for a clean landing. That's a perfect 10. I'm going to say, if basketball doesn't work out, I think the kid has a career in gymnastics.
I was going to say, at a minimum, it was arguably the most athletic play we've seen this week.
And we've seen some good dunks.
Yes. I'll tell you this game here, depending how it shapes out, if it doesn't go St. Joe's way, though, is a really good indicator. They fell in a big hole against Sierra Canyon and came back. They got to get out of these big holes early against these top-tier teams.
And I think that's the same predicament for the other Mountain League team that was playing in the final two games here in Mission Prep.
Mission Prep, yeah.
They got behind early, but able to stay with the teams down the stretch. But that early downfall just kind of ruined the moment. St. Joseph doing a better job at it here as they've cut the lead to 3, as little as 1. They have not had the lead in this contest.
You put so much energy and effort, you know, in trying to make that comeback, and then it's just it's hard to overcome it when you get down that much. You know, double digits, 15 right out the gate.
And you're getting a shout out on the chat from Terrell Griffin.
Hey, my man T. I think his son is on the St. Joe's roster. Coach, he was one of the coaches for West Coast Elite Central program that I worked with for a year.
Timeout on the floor. That's going to be St. Joseph's final timeout with 15.1 seconds. This one's going to go down to the wire and can probably erupt into insanity if not careful.
It's either going to be an overtime game or it's 61-58. I think they're going to shoot for the last shot.
I'm not really sure if we've cast votes for the player of the tournament, but I'm going to throw my vote out there as being for the young man Kelsey Phipps.
Yeah, that would be mine too. If it goes in the way for Bishop Montgomery, it's got to be Phipps. He was huge in both halves. Edmonds had a great first half, but foul trouble, and he just hasn't been able to get on the scoreboard. Phipps has balanced both halves, and then obviously if it's if Mission Prep or if St. Joe's can get this comeback here, it'd be Yusufu.
Yeah, Tunde Yusufu definitely. As Paul steps away for a moment to take care of some business, we're staying here live. Mission Prep Christmas Classic. 61-58. Bishop Montgomery looking to repeat. St. Joseph, the hungry challenger, looking to win. It'll be a first-time win for a Central Coast team in the Christmas Classic. Luis Marin pulls in, throws it to Hamilton. And Hamilton is mugged. Christian Jones called for the fouls, sending Hamilton to the line. And Jones now with 4.
No, they're saying 5. Either way, this is probably not the worst outcome for Bishop Montgomery.
We got the 2 big men in, Brenner and Edmonds. For Bishop Montgomery as Hamilton makes the first.
And to go back what we were talking about earlier, those missed free throws. We're 1 point or 2 point game. They make half of those, they're ahead right now.
Slide low, getting ready to check in. Hamilton to the bench, and the lead's to 1 with both free throws by Hamilton. And the drop on the floor. It's going to be an inbounds.
I think so, yeah.
Don't know if they called a foul.
I believe it was on Tunde.
It would have been on Kirkendall because Kirkendall was underneath the rim when one hit the.
Yeah, it was Tunde.
Okay, they finally gave it to Tunde, yeah. If you look at the board, they finally gave it to Tunde, and now they issuing fouls. This one out to Julian Price. Tunde with 3 fouls. Kirkendall with 3 fouls. Scoreboard don't match up very well tonight. It's all right. I'm looking at what's on the board here. We got 61-60, 4.2, Phipps at the line. And that camera is the excitement of the arena. Can't stop the shaking. 2-point lead. Phipps with 27. Two-point game. And St. Joseph's going to run out of time. And the winners are going to be Bishop Montgomery, the repeating champs here at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic. 62-60. Coming up is our presentation of the trophy to Coach Doug Mitchell and the Bishop Montgomery Knights. My bet was correct, $5 on the Knights. Hot dang. I made $5 off somebody tonight. And that's the end of the game, 62-60. Drawn to conclusion, a 4-day tournament here at Mission College Prep, featuring 16 of the hottest teams throughout the state of California and around the country, including, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I had an absolute blast. I appreciate you letting me be on this broadcast with you. It was great. Fun times. And like you said, overall, the tournament was a lot of fun. I'm going to get out of here, go take some pictures of these teams real quick, but I appreciate it.
We'll turn off the mic, and I'll let you go. Appreciate it, Paul. That's Paul Hernandez from 661 Hoops, covering Central Section basketball and hoops from up and down the coast. And we'll reset the camera for this presentation. Whoops. Let's bring back that one there for you.
And here, Will Kirkendall accepting the second place plaque for the St. Joseph Knights.
Will Kirkendall of the St. Joseph Knights. Knights finishing second in this tournament.
St. Joseph Knights are runner-up, and now our tournament champion, the
We're going to be at center court here with the Knights. And the Knights receive their trophy. Bishop Montgomery Knights winning back-to-back championships here at the Mission Prep Christmas Classic. The 2022 champs right there, ladies and gentlemen. 62-60, picking up the victory over St. Joseph.
And now, our tournament MVP, number 10, Kelsey Phipps.
Kelsey Phipps, the tournament MVP. Good finish for this squad. 4-0 in the tournament, undefeated on the year. Finishing the tournament overall 12-0 on the season as they advance to their next mission in life in high school hoops. Stay tuned with Prep Sports Network as we set sail and head to Seattle to join the Mission Prep Royals in hoops competition from Tacoma, Washington. And there we have it. Your 2022 champs, Bishop Montgomery Knights. Thank you for joining us for all 4 days of the Mission Prep Christmas Classic. For Chris Sylvester, Kevin Hitchin, Terrence Harris, everybody here at Mission Prep, Chris Sylvester,